Welcome to the Delaware Mortgage Rate Weekly Mortgage Market Update for the week of April 22nd, 2013. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage here to give you your update. Well, last week we saw Delaware mortgage rates remain near all-time record lows. If you look at the bond chart on the screen, you can see we traded in a tight range last week. The bond moving up and down in that range, and we ended the week almost where we started. So mortgage interest rates are again at all-time record lows. We are going to recommend locking your Delaware mortgage rate to start the week on Monday if you're closing in the next 30 days. If you're closing more than 30 days, you can cautiously float your Delaware mortgage rate to start the week. But if the bond looks like it's going to break below the 200-day moving average, we would quickly switch to a locking stance. So if we're debating on refinancing, now is the time to call us, get your application and get your refinance, lock in these record low rates before they move up again. In the housing market, the U.S. housing market is certainly making a comeback. We saw that with the housing starts report that came out for March 2013. It jumped 7% higher to 1.036 million units, which was above the expected 930,000 units. Now remember, housing starts are how many homes builders have started construction on. So the March 2013 housing starts was 47% higher than March 2012. That's the largest rate of housing starts since June of 2008. Now we did see building permits decline by 4% to 902,000, but that was still a good number. Building permits is the number of new permits builders applied for to start construction. So overall, the housing report was definitely good, showing that new construction is certainly coming back. We also saw a report from the U.S. Labor Department on inflation last week, which was the Consumer Price Index, and that actually showed a decline of 0.2%. Now that's a read on inflation, so that does show inflation's remaining tame, and that does take the risk of hyperinflation off the table. And that may be one reason to explain the huge sell-off in gold that we saw on Friday, April 12th, and then again last week, Monday, April 15th. Gold dropped almost 13% in those 2 days of trading. So the big benefit of the drop in gold was oil prices dropped as well, so consumers should be seeing a drop in gas prices at the pump from the big drop in oil. Thursday, we saw the weekly initial jobless claims come out, and that shows claims increased by 4,000 from the week before to 352,000. Again, that's showing that the labor market is just puttering along. It's not getting better. We still have high numbers of jobless claims, so we need to get that number down. We need to get people back to work to get the economy back on a recovery. In the housing news, we saw some U.S. senators submit a bill to the Senate which on USDA rural housing loans. They are proposing to extend the current eligible areas till the 2020 census. Now that's huge news because in Delaware, Middletown and Smyrna are supposed to be ineligible as of October 1st, 2013. Remember, that got pushed from March to October. So if this bill passes the Senate and then is signed by the President, it would extend all the current eligible areas, and there's over 900 communities across the country would no longer be eligible with the 2010 census takes place on October 1st. So if this bill gets passed, it pushes all the current eligible areas to 2020. That's great news for the USDA Rural Housing Program, great news for home buyers. So we do recommend you call your senators for the state of Delaware. Tell them to vote yes for this bill. It is a great bill. It takes the uncertainty off the table in that home program. Now, in the local news, the next free first-time homebuyer seminar is in Newark, and that is May 11th. That's a Saturday. So Saturday, May 11th in Newark, and that's from 10 a.m. to noon, and that's at the Christiana Hilton Hotel. And then the next one in Dover is actually this Tuesday, tomorrow, April 23rd, and that is from 6:30 to 8:30 at the Dover Sheraton Hotel. You can register for either one of those events by giving us a call in the office, 302-703-0727, or register online, www.delawarehomebuyerSeminar.com. So again, if you're looking to purchase a home or refinance, now's the time to do it while rates have just dropped to all-time record lows. They can only go up from here. So give us a call in the office or apply online, PRMIDelaware.com. We'd love to get you started. Okay, see you guys next week.